you do with Francisco Lindor?
I think you're in a bind now, Les. I think you've waited long enough that you pretty much have to make that trade. And I did ask Antonetti that when we had him on the phone last week, as have you resigned yourself to having to trade him now? And he says he doesn't think of it that way. But I mean, what else are you going to do, Les? I mean, obviously the window is really short now. He has clearly shown that he's not willing to sign a long-term extension here because the Indians can't offer him the money that he's probably going to be able to get from whoever it might be. And I just wonder too how much that market has shrunk for him because of the pandemic. I don't know. I don't think a lot of baseball teams know fiscally how they're going to look in 2021 just yet. And so, I don't think he's going to get that $400 million contract that he thought about, but I'm sure somebody's still going to be able to pay him $300 million plus, and that's probably not going to be the Indians. So
some of these agents are phenomenal in how they just assume you believe that number is there, 400 million, 300 million, 250, whatever. And he hasn't played like that guy so far this year, but that doesn't mean the dollars have changed. I think that he's set it up, or his agent has set it up, how much he's worth, and that's what they're going to stick to. But I wouldn't put him, and this is not sour grapes because he may not be here, and I loved watching him play. I'm not sure that that he's in the top 10 players in the major leagues right now. I just picked that number out of a hat, but I don't think he's been a top 10er.
He certainly wasn't this year, and that's that thing. The thing about Jose Ramirez and the way he played this year, I thought really, as much as anything, shined a light on Lindor not performing up to his level. So I agree with you there. I think, unfortunately, too, Les, from the Indian standpoint, is that, to your point about that those numbers being thrown out there by agents, I think Lindor has listened to that, sadly, and I think he's kind of priced himself out of staying here. I think Antonetti, I think they're going to make another run at him just to see if his opinion of the Indians has changed, or maybe just because of the world that we're living in now, maybe he wants to get that financial security before risking going out there on the free agency market. So I don't know. It looks to me like all signs point to them trying to find a deal this winter to get a position player or two. Goodness knows, I think it's pretty obvious they need an outfielder that can drive in some runs. So I think you should be able to find that. It's just going to be interesting to see whether or not they want to do it this winter or go into next season with him and then try to make a move, before the trading deadline in July, assuming that it's going to be in July. I don't even think we know exactly when the baseball season is going to start at this point.